So now for a little series on the modes that are available in ETCS. Now let's start with standby. But first, what is a mode? Well, we can turn to subset 23 and we'll find that it's defined as an operating state of the ETCS onboard equipment with a specified split of operational responsibilities between the ETCS system and the driver. That's quite a big mouthful, really, but as we go through, it'll all make sense. So let's move on and have a look at a bit more detail at standby. And to get those details, we need to turn to Chapter 4 of subset 26. In there, it defines the purpose, the controls that apply, and the features of each of the modes. Standby is the default mode when the system is activated. It's not generally selectable by the driver, although sometimes the actions they take may trigger a change to standby. In standby, the system is waiting, and for those of you of a certain age, you may immediately think of Thunderbirds. Standby for action. So what does happen in standby? Well, once the system is activated, it needs to establish connections and obtain data. And standby is the mode in which all of these things happen. The connection to the RBC, if it's in a level 2 area, the getting of data from the driver, all these interactions take place in standby to prepare the onboard for undertaking a mission. So what can't be done in standby? Well, for a start, the driver cannot drive the train. Except, of course, that there is something called standstill supervision. And this is defined as a function to prevent the train from moving. However, it does not stop the train being moved. What it does is that when the movement is detected and the distance has been travelled is the national value or more, then a brake command is triggered. Key thing here is that having acknowledged it with the train back at a standstill, the driver can move the train again. So things like coupling or uncoupling can be undertaken in standby. So standby may seem like a rather boring mode. Why are we looking at it? Well, whilst nothing much happens and you can't move the train, you can't drive it, it is like in decorating your house, all about the preparation. So welcome to standby.